Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Shadow Slayer from Teen Sentinel once again. I'm bringing you guys a game review. This time it's going to be that of Last Night on Earth. This is a zombie horror board game. It's a survival tactic game for 2 to 6 players. So it's definitely going to have a small crowd, and it works pretty well with a big crowd. And it has expansions, so if you guys like it, y'all can go out and get those as well. As you can see, I have 2 of them. Last Night on Earth, as I was kind of talking to my friends about earlier, it plays out kind of like a board game version of, well, Left 4 Dead. So for all you guys out there that completely enjoyed Left 4 Dead, by all means, you need to check out Last Night on Earth. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the game. Well, what you see here, this is your normal game setup. This is your board. The board is set up into a grid, and that grid tells you how many movements that you can go. Human characters can move a D6, means you can move up to 6 spaces, where zombies have to move 1 space at a time unless they play a card that allows them to play otherwise. And as you see, they have different kind of locations on the board. Here is the high school, supermarket, a factory, the library, the plant, gun shop, and general store. There's actually, I think we have about 10 different cards. As you can see, this is the main part right here. It's why it's bigger. You can actually make your board out of this. This is L-sheet cardboard, high gloss. There's about 10 of these that you can make the board any which way you want to. And with that, you have different quests and missions that you can do along the way. Here are 3 of them. This tells you what exactly you have to do to win and what zombies have to do if they want to win. If you're playing as 2 people, you kind of break into pairs. One person plays humans, and the other person plays a horde of zombies. So here's a little zombie guys right here, and these little figurines are paintable. And here is a couple of the characters from the game, and these guys are paintable. You can do them how you want to. And when picking your characters, you have about 10 different characters that you choose from, what I have so far. It tells you how much health they have, what ability they have, and what exactly they can do throughout the game. Like this guy has Resourceful. Whenever you draw a card while it's his turn, you can draw 2 cards, so look at 1 to keep and 1 to discard. It's a lot of different things that you can do that can add into the game. So basically it is a board game version of Left 4 Dead, and there are different types of decks that you can play. See, you have the hero deck that gives you certain abilities. You get keys, gasoline for said quest. If you're trying to leave in a truck, you have to have the keys to the truck and the gasoline that you can find here in the hero deck. And cool thing about it, all right, check these things out. These are extremely high gloss, thick cards. So it might look like or seem like you're going to spend a lot of money for this board game, but in all reality of it, the game's worth it in entirety. It plays for hours upon end. A game can go anywhere from an hour to about 3 hours because let me get that. Back to that in a second. As I was saying, the hero cards give you certain abilities, and even zombies have their own zombie deck. Zombies get to draw 4 cards a turn, where heroes don't at all. They actually have to search out their cards through buildings. And with that, they get certain abilities. Like this card makes heroes slow down. This one says you can play this card to move a zombie D6 spaces instead of 1. Fight, they get extra fight dice if they want to attack a human this turn. It's actually really, really fun. Now, how exactly do the zombies win? Well, this right here is your sun tracker. This tells you how many turns you have left before the game is over. If it ever gets down here to 1, and the humans don't win, the zombies automatically do. So for each mission, you have different points on the marker where you have to start off at. Some of them you might have to start at 14 or 15 or 16 turns, and you have to play out the game as it goes. Now, the game itself is about $49.99. It's definitely worth what he's asking for. Flying Frog did a great job on making this game, doing the mechanics of it, the fighting system, the movement. I give it all 5 stars. The game is entirely awesome. You can buy different expansions to go along with it. Growing Hunger is by far the biggest one because it adds in a new kind of zombie, a red zombie that's a plague carrier. It's definitely added a lot of twist. Survival of the Fittest allows for new cards and weapons that you can pick up along the way that you didn't have before. So any of you guys out there actually interested in Last Night on Earth and didn't really know what to think about it, I hope this review has been a little interesting for you. Taught you a few things about it. It's definitely a lot of fun. All the groups we've had over to play it have definitely enjoyed themselves. Sometimes it's kind of cool to sit back and play a zombie, while other times you want to take control as a human and see if you can't outsmart those blood-sucking undead. So, in all reality, if I had to rate this game on 1 to 5 stars, I would most likely give it about a 4.5. They could have done a little bit better with explaining some things. The instruction book is, I'll probably say, about on a complicated level, probably about medium. It does take a couple of read-throughs to find out how to get things right, but once you get the flow of the game going, by all means, it's interesting. So, for you guys out there, check the game out if y'all want to. It's definitely a good investment, and I guarantee you, if you like zombies, you like horror, and you like tabletop games, you're going to enjoy this. And this is Shadow Slayer from Team Sentinel, and I'm out.